we got the look from Steve when we were talking about
how we met,
and how he was stalking me.
Guys, and welcome back to the Peterson Way YouTube channel. I know we've been gone a little bit and we haven't had our normal little sit down chats with you guys, but obviously we've been dealing with Miss Sophia Grace, currently still in the oven right now. But we've just been like super busy trying to get stuff ready for her, and it's been a lot for Shanice, you know.
It has been. Really,
it's our first kid, you know, so we're just kind of trying to figure stuff out. But during this time, we found out about Family Feud airing, and it will be tomorrow at 7:30, at least for Warren. I'm not sure what it's going to be for other places, but for where we live, it'll be tomorrow at 7:30.
Which is Thursday the 7th at 7:30.
Yep. So during this time though, because we've been getting so many questions, like a ton of questions about like how did Family Feud go. Obviously we get like the did you win, and we've been doing like interviews. I know we've interviewed with 2 radio stations now, 2 papers, WFMJ interview coming up, and like everybody's been asking us all these questions. So I put it on Facebook and I said, hey, you guys got any questions about Family Feud besides did we win? Or did we lose? Or did we get money? Did we get a car? So we just decided to do a video answering all of your questions that you asked us on Facebook, which we got a ton. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. We got a lot of questions. So we'll try to get to as many as we can, but I don't think this video needs to be 20 minutes of question answering. That's a long
And a lot of the ones we still can't answer. So.
Yes. Do me a favor. And if you're watching us for the first time or the second time or the third time or the 5th time and you haven't subscribed, do me a favor and subscribe down below. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell for the notifications.
Hit the like too.
And definitely give us a like, a comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you think we're going to win or if we're going to lose. Shoot us that in the comment. And if you say we're going to lose, you're hurting my feelings. But yeah, just, you know, show us some love. So without further ado, let's get on with the video.
All right, so starting with Facebook, we actually got a lot on Facebook. There's obviously some, like we just mentioned, that we can't answer. So the first one will be who gave the most correct answers?
Do you know the answer to that?
Actually, I mean, I think we all gave really good answers. I don't think it was just like, I don't know. I don't know if I can answer that.
I honestly, I don't remember who gave right or wrong answers. Because this was, like, we shot this in the end of May, beginning of June. So it's been a while. But
do you think... Did you get an answer wrong? Do you remember that?
I think I did get an answer wrong because I knew I knew ahead of time I didn't know the answer, but I know you have to say an answer. So I just said one, and I kind of still remember the question. I think people are going to be like, really, Vince? But it's not that bad.
I'm not for sure if I got an answer wrong.
You might not have. I mean, you were pretty strong. So.
But I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question, though. But honestly... like he said, it was the ending of May or beginning of May. Was it the beginning?
No, it was the end of May.
The end of May. So, I mean, we don't remember, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take a question off of Instagram right now, and it kind of revolves around the same thing. What were some of the questions you got points for?
What were some of the questions?
I don't even know if we can answer that technically because I want y'all to watch. So I don't want y'all to see the question come up and y'all be like, "Oh, we know they got this one right." But we did get questions right. So
yeah, we got questions right.
I can't answer what questions they were, but we definitely got some questions right.
Yeah, we definitely got questions right.
Definitely got some questions right.
We definitely did. Who gave the most not so smart answers? I actually don't think anybody gave like a, because I'm sorry, like I'm not the type of person that can be like, good answer, even though you have to say good answer, even though it's not a good answer. Like I would have that look like, really?
Yeah.
But I don't think we had that at all.
We didn't have any mommies, mamas, that like
no, we didn't have that. We didn't have that at all.
Any of that.
We actually get y'all, because we practice. We practice a lot. So you kind of know beforehand, because they tell you like to think about the question before you try to blurt something out. So I don't think we gave like any like not so smart answers. I think we all did pretty good with that. Absolutely.
So one of the other questions we got is, how did you get on the show? It's literally my biggest dream.
You just explain it, because
and this is the question we obviously, outside of did you win, is the question we're most asked,
because a lot of people want to get on.
Yeah. And first of all, let me tell you, if you want to get on, the first thing you need to do is pick family members who are going to be fun and energetic, and can definitely like ham it up some. But what I did was, somebody applied and told me about it, so I said, hey, we want to apply too. So you go through the whole little application, and they say send a video of yourself. So guys, what we did was we sent in our YouTube channel with all the crazy stuff, like when I did her makeup and the whipped cream challenge and all that fun stuff, and we said, listen, if you think we're crazy, you should see my whole family. So they took that, they gave us an audition in a place called Kalahari. It's like 2.5 hours away. We went to the audition. There's probably like 60, 70 families there though, if not more, because we were just a time slot. So you do a round of Family Feud. They tell you what they want to get on the show. You know, be energetic, clap, do the proper things as far as following the rules and whatnot. You know, they tell you what you need to do to get on the show. We were just fortunate enough that, I mean, there's a video if you guys want to go back and watch it from when we went, but like me and my dad.
There is a video, yeah.
We wore matching suits. It was kind of funny. And like, they just loved our family. So then after that, you got to wait to see if you make their active family roster. Then after you make the active family roster, you have to wait to see if they're actually going to call you out for the show. Then when you actually get there, when they fly you out to LA, they're like, hey, you made the show. You still have to pretty much compete against other families, because there's only X amount of slots, and they overdo how many families in case somebody were to like freeze up or like not be good enough to be on the show. So you may not make it. There were families there that didn't make it.
Yeah, they flew them down and they didn't
make it. They flew them back home. Yeah,
I mean, they got a free trip out of it, but they still didn't get on the show.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like they flew us to LA and they was like, you're guaranteed to be on the show. Because like, no, you still had to try out. Yeah.
So...
And we didn't know that. Like, we were like,
I mean, they tell you about it, but like, you really think like, all right, man, if they fly me out, I'm in.
Yeah, no,
you gotta, it's still a competition to get on the show, and we were just blessed enough to get on.
Yeah. Who made Steve Harvey blush? Also, did anyone get the look from him? Like, the look from Steve? No, I don't think anybody got the look from Steve, because like I said, I think all of our answers were pretty good. I think we got the look from Steve when we were talking about how we met and how he was stalking me. I think Steve was just like, what did he say? Like, bruh, like, really?
He
I don't know.
Because I told him, I said, when I saw her, I was going to hit her with the eyes. You know what I mean? Like, you know, kind of hit her with she asked me a question. I was like, nah. And it just didn't work. And Steve obviously just ran with it, and like, it was funny.
It was funny.
It was cool, man. We had a.
I just hope that makes the show, like, so you guys who know what we're talking about, like the look. I hope that makes it, but
and nobody made him blush, so.
Yeah, no, I don't think we didn't. No, we didn't make him blush.
A good question from my Instagram. How hard was it to answer the questions before you timed out? Really hard.
Yeah, it's not like playing at home.
Nothing like
playing at home.
It is way different, because
way harder.
Like, you know, it's real. Like, your adrenaline gets going, and we're competitive. Like, I want to win. So, but and they tell you, if you don't know the answer, just say an answer, no matter what.
Just say something.
Blurt an answer. Don't just run out of time. So even when you don't know and you're trying to figure it out, you know there's a timer, so you just got to blurt out an answer. It's way harder in person with the cameras and the crowd and Steve and the producers and all that looking at you. And
hitting the buzzer, like hitting
the buzzer was so like, much weirder on TV. Oh my goodness.
It was just like, I don't know, because then you have Steve right there, you have the other component, like the other opponent looking at you, and it's just like,
I don't know why.
Because then you have to hit it, and then you have to have one hand behind your back. It was just weird, but
yeah, there's like rules. Like there's like rules to what hands you use, how you stand, how you did it. It's like, and so, and it's weird too because naturally from watching TV, what do you want to do? You want to just say the answer, but you can't.
But then it's like they tell you to wait until Steve looks at you. Like if he looks at you, that means you hit it, so you go. You know what I mean? So you have to pay attention because you're nervous. You're trying to think of a answer really quick. It's more difficult than playing at home. Seriously. What did they do during commercials? So when the commercials were going on, Steve was literally cracking jokes to the audience the whole time. And he was also like, we were getting water, like making sure, like they were making sure our makeup was good and everything like that, making sure we were okay and not too hot or if we were sweaty or anything like that. So they kind of took care of us when the commercials was going on. But other than that, Steve was cracking jokes to the audience. Like literally, he didn't go backstage and then come out. Like he's literally engaged with everything that was going on. He seriously did not go in the back whatsoever to do anything but. And
it's an hour and a half per episode.
So. Yeah, so he literally cracked jokes the whole time.
And he does like a motivational thing. Man, let me say this. Steve was super humble, super cool.
Yeah, he was.
Really, really, really liked him. So, but I'm sure that would be one of the questions on here. Is Steve Harvey funnier on camera or off? First of all, to the person who asked me this question, I'm not saying names, but shout out to the person who asked me this question, man. I hope you're doing super well. Hope the team is doing well. I miss you guys. But is Steve Harvey funnier on camera or off? I would say he is just as funny on both.
Yeah.
Like, because he is who he is on camera, and he's that exact same person
way, like in
camera.
person.
Like, that is his personality. That is who he is. But I would say he's the exact same person.
Yeah, he is. Like, he's just a genuine guy. Like, on and off the camera.
Yep.
So, shout out to this girl. I work with her. She said, "Does Steve Harvey smell?" Steve Harvey smells like a dream. He smelled so good. No, he did. Babe, he did smell good.
What I smell like? I better smell like your fantasy.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. We better correct
honestly,
that. Steve
smelled really good. His cologne, whatever cologne he had, obviously he has a ton of money, so I'm sure it was like an expensive cologne, but he smelled really good. I think he was like by us all. I think he just, he just have that smell,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
He smelled really good.
Steve had a nice cologne on. Like, he smelled like
and it wasn't overpowering.
No, you know what he smelled like? He smelled like, the middle-aged dad that you go to dap up, and he's always got some type of like nice cologne on no matter where he goes or what he does.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, I'm just chilling in the house. Why you wearing cologne? He smelled like that, but it was like nice cologne.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
was.
Like, everything about him was very presentable.
It was.
Did Steve make any preacher jokes? Absolutely. Absolutely. When he found out my dad was a pastor, of course he had to hit him on that a few times. It was funny. I don't know if they'll put it all in there, man, but
I hope so.
Steve I will say we had great interactions with Steve.
We did. So a lot of that
I don't know how many.
A lot of that might be cut out because he was just talking to us for such a long time before we started the show. So I don't know how much they're actually going to put on there. What is it? What's the show, like 25 minutes?
It's like 26 or 27 minutes, maybe 26 minutes long.
So they're going to have to cut
an hour and a half of an episode, which, he definitely engaged with us a lot. So, and I'll go ahead and do this last one, and I'll name this person too. To my Uncle Andre, did they ask about me? Did they ask how come y'all didn't bring me? Did they ask your dad how it feels for his youngest brother to be better looking, smarter, and a better athlete than him? Uncle Dre, I'm gonna say this: no, and no, and to the last question, no. They didn't ask about you, and you know, but I think maybe Steve just didn't get around to it because you know
he was busy. He was really busy.
It was
I know it was probably on his mind, but he just didn't get to it.
Yeah. So, but listen, guys. So we enjoyed answering your questions. If your question didn't get answered, just DM whatever us, and we'll definitely shoot you a response. We just didn't want to make this a super long video. We appreciate each and every person that reached out to us to support us and everything like that. And we just hope we make the city of Warren proud, Trumbull County, Ohio, Peterson family, Stringers, McGee's, Rogers. We just hope we make everybody proud. Hope you guys laugh and enjoy the show.
Yep, and make sure you guys please tune into my personal channel. It is Shanice Peterson. We'll link it down here. And yeah, I'm gonna be I want to continue my pregnancy updates, and then the baby shower is coming up too, so we're definitely going to be filming that, and we'll probably put them on both channels, so you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, just make sure you follow me on there. Just like and subscribe as well, and I think that's all that we have for you guys.
See you guys later.
Peace.
Babe, that's not your line.
What is it?
Babe,
I don't remember.
That's not, you did that. I do the peace.
Oh, okay.
Peace.
Mwah.